It's getting warm in here, and I've asked the tent guys to roll up a couple of the windows. Yeah. Because we might all otherwise be asphyxiated later. Anyway, yes, I'm FLO Sad, and I've had the pleasure and privilege of growing up with you, haven't I? And now we've got to get used to Mrs. Dunkerley. And the old nickname's got to change as well, FLO Rat, hasn't it? It's now FLO Rad, which sounds like something you clean your central heating radiator. These babies. Oh yes. I've got to mention Chris fairly early on. Yes, he took me to one side at Hazel and Mikey's wedding, and he said, I love this family, and when the time's right, I want to go and propose to FLO. And they did find the right time, and that was all duly done, wasn't it? Up the Eiffel Tower and all round there. Up the Triomphe. Up the Triomphe. Up the Eiffel Tower. Well, okay, your turn will come. Just wait a minute.
Dan, make him sit down.
Yeah, a bit. Just in case, I've been robbed out of this suitcase before. Anyway, yeah, so he's gone to the extreme length of marrying FLO, but the real reason being so that he can be guaranteed a lifetime regular breakfast up at Thompson Towers.
Yeah!
You didn't have to go and marry FLO, it was just half a day chopping firewood, wouldn't you? Anyway, I've brought some props with me, and I'm going to entertain you now with a little rhyme about how it all began. It was wedding day at St Minver, and a happy crowd was there. There was the Dunkerleys,
Yay!
Yay! And Byron with his curly hair. Ring any bell?
Yeah.
Then back from Bali came Christopher. And he's travelled far and near. And a sailor said, "Ship ahoy, mate, have a beer." "I'll drink to that," said to the policeman. This is the very same hat that's on the picture over there. "No, it's not the policeman yet. I'll drink to that," said the cowboy. "I'll have 2 fingers of rye." There was more than 2 fingers on Stag Day, and a lot more besides. Meanwhile, back with PC 99, "I'll have a beer," said the policeman. "Me too," said the airline pilot. "Me too." "Me too," the pilot said. "Eh bien sûr," said the Frenchman. And Chris said, "Oh!" That's hard, that is. Anyway, there's going to be real entertainment later when Sean speaks to you. Hello! Does anybody recognise that little voice? You heard it before today? No. I've got something for you in here. There you go. Yeah, see, this is to what I owe my popularity in church.
Go and get some, Rubes.
Don't forget Reuben, Grandad.
There you are, girls. There you are, babies.
Go on then, Reuben. Good boy.
Good on, babies.
Hey?
There you are, Mikey. That's great. Anyway, right, okay, kids, listen up. I will sit back on the chair. Yeah, FLO's been wetting her pants for months about this speech that I'm going to do, because I have been privy to some of her growing up time. But I said, don't even worry, the first 45 minutes isn't even about you. It's about the other two weddings, the stuff that I forgot during those speeches.
Don't you dare.
Anyway, I've got to compliment Mikey. Stand up a moment, Mikey. Just so bit. Yeah, please. Thank you. This is... he's turned out to be a brilliant son-in-law. We all love him, and he's married to Hazel. They've got a fantastic little family and a lovely little house down there in the Cove. So he's a great asset to us. And I'm also going to mention Daniel here. I'm going off track a little bit. But Danny's come along and he's put the roses back in Rosie's cheeks. And it's his birthday tomorrow!
Yay! 3 beers.
And
they haven't had sweeties.
oh, crikey, there's an orderly queue for me. You can, and you, Lottie. There, you take that big bag and share it with all. You share it out for me. Oh my goodness. The Germans are here. Go on. Go and march about.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, that's your fault, so I apologise. That's alright. Anyway, page 49. Oh yeah, where do I get to? Hazel, Danny, Jimmy and Hannah, they're all nicely settled, lovely little house in St Agnes. Beautiful babies, they're surrounded by lovely, beautiful little kids. Well-mannered kids on the whole as well. It's a joy. Heather. Hey. And little Millie Poops, who you all will have heard in the church shouting all the time. It wasn't me she was shouting at, it was Tony, who she's been living with for the last couple of months. He's also great. Anyway, just a little bit more about the Thompsons. I've got to thank my golden nugget amongst the rubble, Linda, for keeping the ship on course. That was a nice speech that Cara read, wasn't it, Cara?
Well done, Carl.
Yeah, the nuggets amongst the rubble. I thought that was, that touched the nerve there. So well done, Mama. Auntie Jean, I'm going to mention, who brought these kids up back in the old days when Linda and I had to work now and again for a living. Auntie Jean looked after a lot of these bubbers, and we haven't seen her for donkey's years, and now she's come along to the wedding of Sloan and to see all the lovely grandchildren as well. I should mention Tony and Di. Policeman hat, there you go. Keep order. Anybody falls asleep, take them with your stick. Tony and Di, it's thanks to them all this amazing organisation that we're enjoying today. So don't thank me, thank these two guys, their generosity. Now, also lovely bridesmaids. Not the horrible hanging hags that I see on Flo's Facebook page at 2 o'clock in the morning. Same ladies, just a perfectly different occasion. And speaking of Flo, you'll have seen an assortment of pictures over there of Flo growing up and Chris growing up with his policeman's hat. Comes him everywhere. And there's one particular picture of Flo which he's reluctant to exhibit. And it says here, Jim, reveal massive 6-foot square photo blow up. Where's that then?
Oh no.
Well, that's actually going down in the village to warn people about the dangers of drink. A big new advertising board in town. But listen, guys, all is not lost. Some of her good friends will have it on their iPhone, so as you're circulating later on, ask one of the girls with an iPhone to have a look at their pictures. It could be there. Anyway, back to the box. I've got to tell you, it's been a great pleasure growing up with Flo. She had a little old lady phase that you would have seen over there. She used to bob about, usually about 6 yards behind Rosie in this little hat. Yeah, always left behind. The story of a younger kid's life. And yeah, so she went through all the gangly schoolgirl phase. Smoking, going out with boys, learning about drink, and it's brilliant. All my kids have done that, and consequently they've all had a brilliant social life. I never did it, never smoked, didn't like pubs. Consequently, any friends I had were like the ones you see on The Big Bang Theory. Not any either. Anyway, so I carried on with all that, and then we moved to Cornwall eventually in time for the eclipse, which we didn't see because it was cloudy, a bit like today. And she went to Penn Air School. Met quite a few of you probably at Penn Air School, I would think. Anybody go to Penn Air School? Yeah, guys. And then Truro College, and learnt the social life of falling out of the loft late at night, eating out quite a lot, but usually out on the pavement, someone else's crops, and famously picking a fight with our own reflection in the shopping window. I wasn't there, but I can well believe that. How did it go, Flo?
Oh, you look at that!
Get out, Mark.
Where's your crocodile?
There you go. Anyway, yeah, she confided in me one day at college. She said, and Jimmy said pretty much the same, I can't be doing with this college. I want to run a bar. And at the time, she said she wanted to run a bar with Susie, but...
No profits there then.
Susie was otherwise occupied cutting a swathe through the elderly gentleman. Anyway, so Flo, to her credit, did it all on her own. She took all the courses, did the personal licence, how to get a drug-addled junkie in a rat lock in a pub later on, roll it out. I'm sure some of you have experienced that. Is that right? Anyway, we're getting to the crux of the matter. Oh, it's a bold explorer. Hey, it's a little French boy fiddling around in my box.
Adam.
Anyway. Oh yeah. So she confided in me again. Oh yeah, what was it? She was. Oh no, I meant to mention. As a consequence of all that study, she's been successfully running pubs in Cornwall for about the last 10 years. Including the one up the road, but she's moved on to other projects now, which I'll come on to in a minute. But it was during this time at the old pub up the road that she said to me, Dad, Dad, I've met this bloke. And I like him. And we've been running along the cliff tops. and furthermore, I've got feelings for him. And Flo watches a lot of American soap operas, and when they say feelings for a person, they mean he gives me the right fucking all.
Right, sit down then, please, while you're going on this speech.
Anyway, so I said, well, you've had a couple of boyfriends, but you're single, you're not under any obligation to anybody, so steam in! How did that go? Anyway, so in time we came to meet wonderful Christopher, and who's he's a lovely lad and keen surfer. Runs the lifeboats or works in the lifeboats, something along those lines. Lifeboat tutor. Yeah, case there's any real life. And also stand by life-saving guard at the Olympics, and he's even got the letter from David Bowie.
David Bowie.
And also working locally as well, but poised, let me tell you, on the brink of a mammoth.com enterprise, which is going to involve me not seeing them at all in the winter because they'll be on foreign beaches selling surfboards in the summer. So look out for whatever it's called.com. So hard working ethic, which obviously they both get from their parents, because I've always worked hard between the hours of 6 a.m. and 12, but after that don't ask.
Finish them first,
And Mum also, and Tony and Di.
Sit down.
These are probably other stuff as well, and Tony is all the essential banking and other important jobs like that. Anyway, so obviously for the lifeboats, Chris is trained in life-saving skills, and he saved my life a little while back when I was attacked by the dreaded norovirus. And to the extent that I was unconscious on the toilet, and without even stopping to put on a hazmat suit, it ran in, and I woke up, came back to consciousness, looking into the cool blue eyes of my future son-in-law, before I slumped on the floor with stuff coming out of all ends all over the After all that extensive life-saving training, he did the one thing that I really needed was he gave me a tissue. I said, "Big blow, Grandad!" Clear my airways, see? Now we've got Sean coming on to you in a moment. Not Sean. And Chris. Both. A duo. Woo! They're coming on in a minute. Anyway, somebody will be coming on to entertain you. Somebody probably involved, and probably with a better grip on what's happening than I've got. But anyway, so he saved me for another day, and I want to give a big thank you to Tony and Di again. They've organised all this. And to say also that what better start could these guys have in life? Tony and Di are building them a lovely house on the old cabbage patch in the side. And that'll be ready by Christmas. You're all invited, of course. And now you have got the deadline, Tony. And these guys are going to continue now. And let's have a toast. Yeah, that's me done.